Apple wants you to believe you bought a phone. You did not. The phone bought you. That shiny rectangle is not a device. It is a very expensive prison cell with perfect lighting and one tiny exit that costs $30. This is the real secret behind Apple. They do not sell products. They sell control. Perfect control. Comfortable control. Control so smooth you barely notice the bars closing around you. Nothing locks a person up like convenience. Apple figured this out early. Every Apple product works flawlessly if every other device you own is also an Apple device. Your messages turn green when someone outside the walls tries to contact you. Your video calls become a slideshow. Your files refuse to transfer, as if they were on strike. Not because Apple cannot make these things work. They prefer a world where you feel trapped in a beautiful garden that only opens inward. Try to fix an Apple device, and you would think you are disarming a bomb. Special screws, paired parts, software locks, glue in places that do not even make sense. It is all designed for one outcome. You come crawling back to the Genius Bar, where the only genius move is how much money they take from you. Apple calls it safety. Everyone else calls it a monopoly in a turtleneck. Pick up a cable at an Apple store and check the price. That is your jump scare for the day. A simple white cord somehow costs the same as a small appliance. Every charger, every adapter, every little piece that should cost a few coins comes with a price tag that feels like an inside joke you were not told about. You are not just paying for materials. You are paying rent to your own phone. Apple sells a base model phone with storage so tiny it should come with a warning label. Fill it with a few photos and one video of your kid, and suddenly you hear the prophecy. Storage is almost full. Now you face the classic Apple choice: delete your life or pay for iCloud forever. Apple does not force upgrades. Your memories do the work for them. Apple loves to whisper about privacy. They want you to feel protected, guarded, safe behind their glowing white logo. But system-level analytics still collect information. Location services still track movement. iCloud backups still exist on servers Apple ultimately controls. Privacy is not the product. The feeling of privacy is. You do not notice the walls at first. That is the trick. Apple does not rush you. They let you settle in. Your apps migrate effortlessly. Your photos appear like magic. Your passwords follow you without question. Everything feels helpful. Helpful systems do not feel like cages. Then one day you try to leave. Your files do not move cleanly. Your photos lose metadata. Your purchases are not transferable. Your accessories suddenly become useless plastic because a single tiny port changes shape. You are not switching phones. You are abandoning property you already paid for. Apple does not call this lock-in. They call it an ecosystem. A word that sounds natural, organic, balanced. Ecosystems are supposed to thrive. They just forgot to mention that in this one, you are the resource being harvested. Even developers are trapped inside it. Rules change without warning. Fees appear quietly. Apps disappear if they step out of line. Apple takes a cut of every transaction and then explains that it is for your own good. They control the store. They control the rules. They control the gate. They even control who gets to complain. And through it all, the branding stays clean, minimal. White space everywhere, soft music, calm voices telling you everything is simple. Nothing dangerous ever looks dangerous when it is wrapped in aluminum and glass. That shiny rectangle still feels good in your hand. It always will. Apple is very good at that part. Comfort is the strongest lock they make. Every year, Apple unveils a new phone, a little faster, a little shinier, a new color that looks almost identical to the last one, yet somehow causes your current phone to experience sudden battery exhaustion. You hold it and think it is fine. Apple holds it and thinks it is old. And right on cue, the new model arrives to remind you that the cycle never ends. Coincidence? Totally. Completely unrelated. Absolutely planned. Apple is not selling technology. They are selling the illusion of freedom inside a system they control from top to bottom. Once you step inside their world, it becomes tough to leave. The garden is comfortable. The garden is beautiful. The garden is locked. And as you know, it is all a scam.